watching Local 3 News, Friday Night Football, and it starts now.
Local 3 Sports. This is Friday Night Football with Ben Bobick, Samantha Casano, and Greg Glover.
Friday Night Football is brought to you by Food City. Nobody does food like Food City. And Sonic Drive-In. Live free, eat Sonic.
And now, Friday Night Football.
On Local 3, we're going to be real upfront with you tonight. We have a lot to get to and little time to do it. So let's get it popping with our Game of the Week.
It's time for the Friday Night Football Game of the Week, sponsored by Warren and Griffin, your local five-star law firm, supporting high school football for decades. We don't just put up billboards, we put down roots.
This being the Trojans' year, but if it truly is, then they have to take down the Lions. Samantha Casano has been rocking and rolling from Chickamauga all night. She joins us live from Gordon Lee High School. How'd this one shake out, Samantha?
Hey, Ben, yeah, you have to go back to 2017 for the last time that Gordon Lee beat Christian Heritage. You mentioned some of those preseason expectations sky high for the Trojans, picked to win the region. Could they start region play 1-0? Gordon Lee hosting Christian Heritage in a region battle. The Trojans don't score on their opening drive, but they get a gift. The Lions with a muffed punt return. Gordon Lee's defense all over it. They recover the ball and end up scoring on a lane Von Rush to make it 7-0. The Trojans recover another fumble minutes later, but this time they go through the air for the touchdown. Dustin Day drops back and slings it to Bryson Oliver. 34 yards on the connection. Gordon Lee with a 14-0 lead midway through the first. And their offense is far from done. The Trojans go back to their bread and butter, their ground game. Day hands it off to Vaughn, who makes a path for himself and takes it 61 yards to the house, his second of 3 scores on the night. It's 28-0 just a minute into the second, looking to punch the Lions in the mouth yet again. Bad snap, Peyton Gross is taken down before he can recover it. Brock Stallion scoops the ball up, no one even close to catching him. He goes untouched into the end zone to get Christian Heritage on the board. But it was all Gordon Lee from there. The Trojans score their most points in a game since October of last year. They move back to 500 with a 49-21 win over the Lions.
I think this was really our statement game, and I think tonight was when we really came together as a team. And as you can see, we beat a really good team by a good amount, so I think we really came together tonight.
This team, I'm pretty sure, is capable of making the deepest run we've ever seen in Gordon Lee history.
The scoreboard behind me, not lit up now. It lit up plenty of times throughout the night, but what the team told me they were most impressed by was the defense. They had those 2 fumble recoveries early in the game that really set the tone. Now they're 1-0 in region play. We'll see if they can keep this up. For now, live at Gordon Lee High School in Chickamauga, Samantha Casano, Local 3 Sports.
So much about rivalry games, and sure, some take center stage more than others. But it's ones like Ringgold and LFO, the Catoosa County Cup, if you will, at one point. These schools were the only 2 in the county. They don't care for each other at all. And in this day and age, it's a region game as well. The Warriors just felt like they were a team on a mission tonight. They're tired of losing these one-score games, and they looked like it early. The shovel pass to Bryson Donald, whose textbook with how he follows his blocks. LFO strikes early, and this only added gas to the tank. Zach Grauer looking for a big play, but Zion Jackson all over it. LFO takes over. They let their QB cook. Darian Chief Keefe weaving his way through the Ringgold defense, finds daylight, and it's a race to the pylon. He'd get there, but they'd mark him short. No problem for number 9. Donald in with his second touchdown of the night. And we said it, the LFO Warriors are tired of losing these one-score ball games. What a win for them tonight, 35-17 over rival Ringgold. This was a long time coming and well-deserved. We bring it back across state lines. Chattanooga Central in search of their first win, taking on East Ridge, who's playing some decent ball this season. Example A, Pounders with the rock, but the hit by Harry Strickland forces the fumble. Devin Torrance all over it. Pioneers football, and the combo of Strickland and Torrance was it tonight for East Ridge. Strickland blocks a punt. Look who scoops it up. Devin Torrance, the scoop. Devin Torrance with the score. A little special teams making a difference for the Pioneers. Now it's their defense again, Central in business, but Landon Varnell, he's going to want this one back. Pioneers with the pick in the end zone. East Ridge is now 4-1 on the season. They pound Central 35-0 at home. Walker Valley and Ooltewah, Stangs up big, but the fight in this Ooltewah team, Cooper Parsons bringing it around, and he's got the strip sack. Cash Bennett, he thought about it here, but he said, hey, you know, I was just going to fall on it. Seems like the safer play. Just secure the ball, and the team backed him up. Luke Wood, the lefty, chop, a dime to Griffin Patterson. Make yourself a memory, Griff. When this is working, you know what they say. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Wood to Patterson, and my goodness, this is what we like to call a Play of the Week nominee. Owls on the board, but this one was just all Walker Valley. The Mustangs aren't letting up on that inside track in the region. They take care of business, 41-6. Let's go to the scoreboard, shall we? For the first time tonight, we have a lot of scores to get to. Baylor gets the win on the road. Bledsoe County, 15-12 over York Institute. Austin East shuts out Brainerd at home, 21-0. And we got, now that is not a typo, everybody. I just want to be very clear on this. Not a typo. The Marion County Warriors, the defending state champions, lose at home to Chattanooga Prep tonight. Oak Ridge beats Cleveland. Still waiting on a score for that Copper Basin Asheville Christian score. Got some lack of service out there, so it takes some time to wire it in. East Hamilton stays unbeaten over Lenore City. Grundy County unbeaten as well over Pickett County. And Warren County beats Hickson 31-14. And we got some more. Cumberland County squeaks by Howard by 1 point. The Whitwell Tigers get their first win of the season in a big way, 54-0. And McMinn Central beats Scott 41-14 at home.
Here's your pick for the Friday Night Football Play of the Week, sponsored by Center for Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, Urgent Ortho Walk-In Clinics.
We talk a lot about big moments and big games. Ray County's Caden Rector rose to the occasion, literally, for an interception in last week's Monster Region road win over Saudi Daisy. Not only is it a great play, well, it's excellent fundamentals from Rector, and it earns him our Play of the Week. And I know what you're thinking, Ben. You're supposed to be at the other wall, dude, doing your Bebo Strader thing. I don't have any finger paints for you. We're having some technical difficulties tonight, but we have plenty more action coming your way. We got to go to Band of the Week. We need our Cheerleaders of the Week. We need our Defensive Player of the Week. Many more highlights, much more coming your way after the break on Friday Night Football.
With the Friday Night Football Cheerleaders of the Week, sponsored by Brody Jewelers. Score big with a yes-worthy ring or a fine Swiss timepiece, only at Brody Jewelers.
Tell you what a night for LFO. They get a big win over Ringgold, and their cheerleaders are Cheerleaders of the Week. Let's get back into it, shall we? You want to talk about consistent success, programs that are always in the thick of it every single season? Then you're going to include Bradley Central and Red Bank. Then when they play, they have everyone's attention. And they certainly had ours tonight. Water bill is going to be high in Bradley County, the student section all painted up yellow. Oh, and now we get it. Minion Night at Bear Stadium. Lovely theme. Now let's get to work. Red Bank on the move, and QB Austin Jones fakes everyone out. The defense, photojournalist KJ Simpson, tiptoes down the line. But Red Bank can only settle for a field goal, and now it's time for Bradley Central to clock in. Kenyon Phelps is one heck of a running back. Such a great combo of speed and power. He gets loose for a big gainer, and this may have been the difference. Bears finishing off the drive with 6. Braden Carroll puts Bradley on top, and that's where they'd be when it mattered at the end. It's Bradley Central's 4th straight victory. This one, 21-10 over the Red Bank Lions. Sale Creek hosting Grace Baptist. I love this play for the Panthers. Lining up, and you know exactly what they're doing. Running the dang football. Hunter Fowler gets the rock, and he plows his way in for 6 as Sale Creek extends their lead to 13-0 on the Golden Eagles. Then it's the Panthers defense, and it's Fowler again, just perfectly times up the blitz. Like the TD run, you ain't going to stop him. Imagine that cat running full speed ahead at you. I'd just fall. The Panthers defense, the difference tonight, giving Grace fits. And for the first time in school history, Sale Creek is 4-0. They defeat Grace Baptist 25-6 in the all-black look. David Stanton Field hosting some region play. CCS welcoming in Boyd Buchanan. The Chargers looking to pull a little upset tonight. Their defense was bend don't break early. Bucks on the doorstep, but a great tackle from Bentley Banks shooting in there. Ended the Boyd Buchanan threat. Bucks had to settle for 3. Chargers moving the ball, but some costly penalties backed them up. And yeah, you just can't do this. This is easy money for David Green. Just sits back there and then tries to put his hat in the ring for Defensive Player of the Week. But he's going to set the Bucks up, though. In reality, he just sets himself up. Green sipping on his go-go juice. Go, go, gone. And Boyd Buchanan is go, go, good. Bucks remain perfect on the season with a 31-0 region road win over rival CCS. Now we got a hefty load of full screens. Let's get into it. McMinn County gets a region win over the Saudi Daisy Trojans. That's back-to-back losses for the Trojans. Meigs County gets a win at home over Polk County. Hey, shout out to Notre Dame. They needed a win. They got a win at home tonight by 7 over Providence Christian. Ray County staying unbeaten. They take down Lakeway Christian. Sequatchie County really needed a win. They bounce back, shut out Cascade at home. Signal Mountain also needed a win. We sound like a broken record, but they did. 49-12 over Sequoia on the road. Big win for the Eagles. Silverdale, honestly, they needed a win too. They had lost back a couple of games. They beat CAK 48-21. South Pittsburgh, well, they always win. And they still needed another one. 41-7 over Franklin County. Tyner staying unbeaten. Big win on the road for them. 45-26 over Marshall County. Now we're getting into Georgia. Chattooga beats Armurchie. I believe that's a region game. I believe that's a nice win for the Indians, 45-27. Rockmart shuts out Cahulla Creek 41-0. Fannin County wins by 7 over Dade County. That's a nice region win for them. And we got some more Dalton. Come on now. 2 claps for the Cats. They get a win at home, 44-35. Gordon Central gets it done on the road over Coosa. Lafette, the Ramblers have been rambling. They get a big win over Adairsville tonight, 27-10.
Meet the Friday Night Football Defensive Player of the Week. Sponsored by All Fences. The best defense is an all fence.
It may have been a rough night for Christian Heritage, but they had no shortage of big plays like this one from Bronx Stallion. Scoop, and he lives up to his last name. Running like a stallion down the field. The scoop and score. Christian Heritage, Bronx Stallion, your Defensive Player of the Week. We got some good stuff. We had a team from California made the trip to the Scenic City this week. Why wouldn't you? It's a beautiful place. Plus, our Week 6 Band of the Week coming your way after the break.
For the Friday Night Football Band of the Week, sponsored by Big Woody's Tree Service. You'll be pleased when Big Woody's tackles your trees.
Come to a Brainerd High School football game, make your way down to the far end of the home stands because that's where the entertainment is. Coming up, the Brainerd High School Marching Band. These are the Dancing Diamonds. They're working so hard, I'm the one that's sweating. Let's get right to it. The Brainerd High School Marching Band, your Band of the Week.
We've talked a lot about Baylor and McCallie leveling up their competition with these teams from out of state. Well, the Blue Tornado really dug in this week. The number 6 team in the country in Mission Viejo from California made the trip across the country to take on the defending state champs. And my goodness, what a scene on Big Blue's side. This is a Baylor Week student section. Blue Tornado and the Diablos McCallie led 10-0 at half, but Mission comes right out and goes right down the field. Devontae Curtis on the touchdown run, and the Diablos have some juice on their sideline now. But what a response from Big Blue. A drive that started at their own 12 on 4th and 4. Elliot Drapeau keeps it up the middle and also keeps the drive alive. Big Blue just running clock and building on that lead. Chris Lloyd caps an 88-yard drive with a grind of a touchdown run. 6th team in the country, huh? No doubt. Welcome to Chattanooga, Tennessee. The McCallie Blue Tornado put the nation on notice with a 25-14 win over Mission Viejo out of California. Another great matchup in North GA. Ridgeland coming over from Happy Valley Road to the Taj, take on Heritage. Panthers all about the air game, looking for a big play, but Logan Cheatwood reads this like a book, perfectly undercuts the route. May have had a chance to return, but he slips. It's okay, it's slippy out there, no biggie. Jen's on the doorstep, Caden Knight to Cohen Fletcher, and he just puts dude on skates. And listen, with cuts like that, you know them hips don't lie. I don't even know what this dance is. I'm not on that TikTok. Back in my day, it was just the Dougie. It was easy. Heritage taking care of business as they wore this game on. Braden Slaughter finding pay dirt. These Generals got another squad. They get another win, too. 30-7 over Ridgeland. One final time to the full screen. Shall we go? Here we go. So we got Murray County loses at Sonoraville. That was Gilmer and Northwest Whitfield. They actually play tomorrow. It's at 6:30. So Northwest Whitfield will go on the road to Gilmer tomorrow at 6:30. Still waiting on a final score for Southeast Whitfield as they're down, well, pretty big to Mount Zion in the third. We need a miraculous comeback. Not rolling it out, though. Fort Payne winners over May Jemison. North Jackson shuts out New Hope 49-0. And North Sand Mountain staying on the Bisons. Staying unbeaten with a 54-0 win over Gaston. Plainview beats Pisgah 61-30. Scottsboro 42-7 winners over Sardis. And as we get into North Carolina, Swain County 55-0 over Andrews. Cherokee 20-0 over Rosman, and Robbinsville beats Hayesville 29-10. We are in it now, man. There is no turning back. We're seeing teams and seasons take shape as we near the midpoint of the season. Blessed to be along for the ride, and we seriously mean that. Please tell a friend about this show. I like to think we have fun. I think it was another good one tonight. Watch it online at localthreenews.com or on all your favorite screens. Watch yourself, boys and girls. Hope you have a lovely, lovely weekend.
Friday Night Football is brought to you by Food City and Sonic Drive-In. Live free, eat Sonic. We thank our local Food City for subs to feed our Friday Night Football crew. Get your sandwich party planner at your local Food City deli.